Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving deep into something that merges heritage, muscle, and modern design in a way that's hard to ignore. The new 2025 Indian Scout Bobber. From its striking side profile and sculpted back end to its surprisingly refined interior touches, raw performance, and how it fits into the current market, we're going to cover every angle so you can decide if this bike deserves a spot in your garage. Starting with that unmistakable silhouette, the 2025 Scout Bobber keeps its low-slung, muscular stance that fans have always loved, but with sharper lines and slightly revised proportions to bring it in step with the brand's evolving design language. When you see it from the side, what stands out immediately is the perfect balance between classic bobber cues and new-age aggression. The tank now carries subtle sculpting that catches light differently depending on the angle, while the exposed rear shocks and minimal fenders keep things raw and authentic. Moving towards the back, the bike features a new LED taillight seamlessly integrated into the rear fender, offering a cleaner look without losing that iconic bobber cut. The chunky rear tire, now slightly wider than the outgoing model, not only gives it more road presence but helps visually ground the bike. There's something about the way the exhaust pipes angle up at the rear that makes the entire design feel cohesive, powerful, and ready to move even at a standstill. But what really surprises on the new Scout Bobber is the interior touchpoints and the subtle comforts they've managed to add without compromising the bike's rugged character. For instance, the leather saddle, which remains solo as tradition demands, now features denser padding and new stitching that feels premium to the touch. Riders who've always thought of bobbers as a bit too Spartan might appreciate the extra comfort on longer rides. The handlebar grips and switchgear also see an upgrade with soft touch materials and more intuitive button placement, adding practicality without diluting the bike's raw appeal. While bobbers aren't typically praised for lavish interiors, the 2025 Scout Bobber makes clever use of modern tech in subtle ways. A compact digital display set within a traditional-looking round housing shows essential info like speed, gear, and trip data, but also includes Bluetooth connectivity for navigation prompts and call notifications, keeping riders connected without cluttering the bike with large screens. This balance between minimalist styling and everyday usability is a testament to Indians' understanding of their core audience, those who love retro charm but still live in a connected world. Under the skin, the Scout Bobber's performance is where the story gets truly exciting. The 1133cc V-twin engine carries over but with refined tuning, now delivering around 102 horsepower and noticeably punchier mid-range torque. The torque curve feels broader, making the bike pull strongly even when you're not wringing it out, which translates to smoother overtakes and a more relaxed cruising feel. Riders stepping up from smaller cruisers will find the Scout Bobber's power delivery both approachable and thrilling. Paired with a 6-speed gearbox, the shifting feels more precise this year, with a lighter clutch pull that's appreciated during city rides. The suspension setup, while still on the firmer side to maintain that bobber stance and feel, now includes revised front forks and slightly retuned rear shocks, improving comfort over rougher patches without turning the bike into something it's not. Handling remains one of the Scout Bobber's standout traits, stable in a straight line, confident in corners, and compact enough to weave through traffic when needed. Braking is handled by dual disc brakes up front and a single disc at the rear, backed by ABS as standard. The feel at the lever is progressive, with good stopping power for the bike's weight, giving riders confidence whether they're navigating urban streets or pushing a bit harder on weekend rides. Now, let's talk about where this bike sits in the current market and what it'll cost. The base price of the 2025 Indian Scout Bobber starts around $13,500 in the US market, which places it competitively against rivals like the Harley-Davidson 48 and Triumph Bonneville Bobber, depending on their paint option, accessories, and technology package, which could include features like heated grips or upgraded audio. The price can climb closer to the $15,000 mark. For many, the Scout Bobber's appeal isn't just about numbers on paper, it's the way it feels to ride and the emotional connection it offers. It delivers character in spades, blending the nostalgic appeal of a stripped-back bobber with enough modern refinements to be genuinely livable day to day. And it's worth noting how customizable this bike is. Indian offers a range of factory accessories, from mini-ape handlebars and different foot control setups to saddlebags, upgraded seats, and even performance exhausts. This makes it easy for riders to personalize their Scout Bobber to match their style and riding preferences, whether they lean towards classic cruiser or aggressive street custom. In terms of everyday usability, while it remains a lower, shorter bike that might not be everyone's touring choice, the improved suspension and seating comfort open the door to longer weekend rides. It's still best suited to solo riders who value style and raw feel over outright practicality, but it now makes fewer compromises than before. As we wrap up this review, the new 2025 Indian Scout Bobber stands as a confident evolution rather than a radical reinvention. It stays true to its bobber roots with an aggressive, minimalist aesthetic, while small but meaningful upgrades in tech, comfort, and performance ensure it doesn't feel dated in a fast-changing market. Whether you're a returning Indian rider, cross-shopping from other cruiser brands, or simply drawn to the sculpted metal and unmistakable rumble of a V-twin, the Scout Bobber makes a strong case as one of the most authentic and yet usable bobbers on sale today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the new Scout Bobber, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you ride one, or do you lean towards something else in the cruiser segment? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more deep dives and first ride impressions coming soon. Ride safe, and see you in the next video.